It's great. I love that guy. He's a great offensive mind. He teaches us a lot when he's here.
Parker, as a center, you have to have a great relationship with quarterbacks. What have you seen from each of these quarterbacks?
Each of these guys have their own thing that makes them go. Um, so far, it's been a good battle between honestly all three of them, and I mean, it doesn't really change like whether who I work with, depending on who I work with. It feels all the same. Everything moves the same. The offense moves the same, and yeah.
Brailsford said it starts with you in terms of the calls that are made. Do you feel more of a leader now in your second year? Kind of describe that.
Yeah. I've got a whole year under my belt, so everything's a little bit more familiar to me. Um, Obviously, Grub came back, and that was big as well. But yeah, I definitely feel like I've stepped up a little bit as a leader, and a lot of other guys as well. We missed Book, but guys have realized they needed to step up. So
What's the biggest change you've seen in Ty over the last year?
as far as
Just in general leadership, skill, anything.
um, the biggest change, we're all preaching the same thing. I feel like guys are buying in a little bit more. I feel like last year it was, Saban just left, so some guys were a little iffy on the board first, and I feel like now guys are really starting to realize like we can go do something special this year.
One of the things that Kalen said is the amount credited like the leadership of the experience of the offensive line was on
Mhm.
the right side this year. What have you seen from the left side, like with all the guys kind of turning in, new guys, new faces, both at left tackle and at left guard?
Yeah, kind of like the same thing I said with the quarterbacks. Like um, the way it is now, it's a lot of different guys are rotating in on the left side, and it don't really feel any different. Just like I could be working with Gino on the left side, and then Cam could come in, or somebody else can come in. It wouldn't really feel any different, like Olas or whoever.
What have you seen out of Cam?
I've seen good things. He's a good player. He's a mauler for sure.
How much of a responsibility is it going to be between either when Caden comes back and you to kind of nurture whoever that left guard is? Because that's going to be the new guy in the lineup. He's going to be between two veterans. How do you kind of go about that?
Nurture isn't really the word I use. I know they're like newer guys, but they still played a lot of ball, and they're both really smart. Even like Olas as well. All three of them, they're all gonna be battling for it. So we'll just see what happens.
Is the relationship with Gino a little unique because he's your backup, but he's also can play guard and be right there with you?
Unique as far as what?
I mean, it's just you don't see a lot of guys who kind of cross train like that. I don't know if with him being your backup makes things a little bit different when he's playing beside you.
I got you. Honestly, I like it. Like he's a really smart guy. Cam and Olas are too, but he's a really smart guy. He understands what's going on. He calls things out that I might not be seeing at that moment in time. We come back, we talk about it. It's nice. I like it.
Have you seen Welcome Formby take a step like this spring? Or
Yeah, most definitely.
what about his, I guess, leadership or his play has kind of stood out to you?
Yeah, he's starting to be a little bit more vocal, starting to motivate guys a little more. He's kind of realized he's an older guy now, and it's time for him to do it, like really step up.
Is he playing confidently? Like,
Yes, yes.
What's been your impression of Jackson Boyd?
He's gonna be a really good player. He's a freshman. He's still a little raw, but I see him in here all the time. Like I see him like not late at night, but like around 5 p.m. Like I see him. Nobody else is in the building except for him. But yeah, he's gonna be real good. Just gotta take those few steps to get there.
You talked about what it's like having Grubb back. Austin Mack was another guy who had a relationship with him, gets to see him return, playing the quarterback position. I wonder if you see something different in him having that relationship back because it is closer than most.
I don't really know if it has anything to do with that relationship, but since like, I've seen Austin kind of grow since he's been here because I've seen him at Washington, obviously, but I've seen him get a lot more confident. He's a lot more decisive with some of his reads and things like that. So I'm excited for him.
Coach Grove coming back, you've obviously worked with him in the past. Do guys come to you at all for like maybe advice, or like if they have a question because you've been in that system?
Yeah, one of the main things guys kind of ask is he mean? And I always answer yes, but it's when it's needed for sure. And then also it's a good thing for us. It's gonna be a good thing.
What's the biggest difference between him and Sheridan? Like is there a main difference? Maybe personality. Just what's kind of
Um,
the vibe?
I don't really know how to explain. They're both very different, but I don't really know how to explain exactly how. It's like um, I don't really know how to explain it.
You talked about kind of translating to people that Grubb is mean for a reason.
Mhm.
I wonder when you were younger, did you have a moment where he kind of got into you and you
Oh
had to learn
yeah,
that lesson the hard
yeah.
way?
I got a story actually. It was fall camp. It was like one of our first walkthroughs, and I was just barely getting reps. I was a freshman coming in. Um, I was just barely getting reps, and it was on a 2 count, and I jumped on the first one, and he yelled at me, and I went to go touch the TNT sign. Is basically if you jump off sides or do something stupid that you shouldn't have, you go touch the TNT sign. So the whole way I'm running to touch the TNT sign, I'm getting screamed at. But I mean, I needed it.
Yeah.
It helped me get to where I am now. So
He doesn't. He's not flowery when he talks about the freshmen like some people are. Some coaches like to really hype up the freshmen.
Mm.
He kind of like says it like they is, like they got a lot to learn. How much does a freshman does it kind of help? You know, when you were younger, did it kind of help kind of have that honest approach and maybe not have a coach that's just trying to pump you up?
I mean, it's very helpful, honestly. Like, um, if coaches are just trying to build you up all the time, you don't really understand. At least as a freshman, you don't really understand like what you need to really work on and what's not going well for you. You just think, oh, I'm doing good because my coach is telling me I'm doing good. So it's definitely good that he's honest and tells them exactly what's going on. Like obviously he's not always gonna do that, and he's not ever gonna not build you up.
Right.
But I mean, it's when it's needed. So I like it. He's real.
Thanks.